Since the beginning of life on this planet, everything around us has been governed by the laws of nature. Nothing really would go against nature. It is natural to live and to die. It is a natural process in which trees will shed leaves, we will grow old, and we will reproduce. This is just how life is in its natural being. With the awareness that we will die someday, since ancient times, some wise man went out to explore more about the natural laws. With the understanding of these laws, they were aware that life on earth would be beautiful before their soul transformed into a different form. In the pursuit of discovering what these natural laws are, they hit a roadblock. What could that be? All is mind. Human beings have this incredible power within them. Mind is that powerhouse that can solve all issues and bring more happiness, meaning, and control over our lives. The natural laws are connected to us through our physical body and our spiritual mind. The mastery over our mind is always the most difficult step. No matter how much meditation practice you do, how many affirmations you make, or how much effort you put into fixing your routine. If your mind isn't in sync with your inner self, if it is not aligned with your desired results, all your efforts will go in vain. This video doesn't exist to discourage you, but tell me, don't you feel there is always some insecurity even when you affirm to be happy? It is really difficult to believe in something that you have still not conquered. Deep inside you, you are aware that this is not true. What is it that you are missing out? You have identified your goals and you are sure that you will achieve those goals. However, to be able to narrow down those goals and fit them in the right state of mind where you are actually taking the right place becomes an uncertainty. We are here to teach you the art of visualization. One tool that completely depends on the usage of your mind to be able to effectively create a path to achieve your goals. To better understand the use case of this art, we have to bend a little into the history. The art of visualization exists in all of the ancient teachings. Taoism mentioned this art to become one with the Tao. Ancient yogic scriptures mention visualization to attain peace. The Hermetic teachings talk about the practice of visualization to align with the seven principles. Even the ancient Jewish tradition mentions the technique of visualization to become one with the God. The Hermetic tradition, or Hermeticism, came from the teaching of Hermes Trismegistus, the thrice greatest. He mastered the three planes of existence: physical, mental, and spiritual. He was known as the master of all gods. Hermes gave out principles that are followed even today to develop modern personal growth teachings. The surviving writings of Hermeticism are known as Corpus Hermetica, which contains letters from Master Hermes wherein he tries to enlighten his disciples. So, there is a concept in the Hermetic tradition that sums up all different forms of reality into one, known as the all space. This space contains various combinations of reality made by our thoughts and feelings. When we are tuning our thoughts with the universe, we are activating one sector of reality. Let's say your manifestation is focused on money. You want to attract money, and therefore your affirmations also align in that manner. So you are tuning your thoughts in that space, making it a reality. You would occupy the sector of money in the all space. As humans, our direction is very limited. We only work on what is physically available to us. In order to achieve our manifestations, we are designed to exert a tremendous amount of pressure and work tirelessly to achieve our dreams. This can be termed as our outer action. We only have the ability to control and handle things that are physically in front of us. However, how would we create a domino effect so that our immediate action with things that are available to us influences the outcomes that are currently not in our hands? This is where the action within us is highlighted. Outer action is a representation of inner action. This is also the law of correspondence. What we truly feel inside is how we will act outside. For example, right now, while creating this YouTube video, if I wish, I can easily get it over with. But my inner self says otherwise, that I need to make a video so insightful with all the knowledge that I can share to create a compelling effect. In simple words, my inner self will decide how my outer actions will be. When the driving force inside you is dense and is fully driven, you on the outside will also act in a driven manner. You are always told to do the right thing to get the right results. However, is it not always true? When you are asked to complete your assignments, if you simply just submit your assignments on time, you will definitely earn passing marks. But you will know that you did it for the sake of doing it. On the other hand, if you willfully, with complete dedication, submit your own research and work, your efforts will reflect on your scorecard. Putting your mind into your action will not result in your desired outcome. You need to put your heart in as well. Neville Goddard rightly pointed out, assume the feeling of your wish fulfilled and observe that your attention follows. There are three main practices to follow to be able to effectively master the art of visualization. In a religious practice of these three methods, you will be able to break through and work beyond the confined spaces of your physical being. The first step that you need to practice is to visualize the next moment. When we speak about visualizing, You and your mind need to create a vision of your desired reality. Start projecting what would your ideal scene be. This visualization is important because this creates an illusion in your mind, wherein your brain will start to believe in the existence of this reality. Most successful entrepreneurs don't settle down in the present. Their vision is well focused and long term. They will not sit and think about what went wrong yesterday or what they could have done to avoid a certain problem. Instead, they visualize, rather, see themselves achieving their desired goal in their next moments. Most people consume their energy thinking about the past, what happened in their past lives, and this is just too much wasted energy into things that will no longer change. Always remember, whatever you give more energy or attention to, that thing will grow. Instead, direct your attention to what you want to create in the next moment. There are two types of visualization: goal and process. A goal is when you are aware of what your aim is. Process visualization is when you take a step forward toward your goal. Now, it is understood that goal visualization is static, and it is okay to not know what step to take after you have finalized your goal, since process visualization is the dynamic step. That time, you should act upon what you already know and expand your knowledge from there on. It is advisable to choose a goal that is slightly unrealistic from your current state, however, must seem reasonable. For instance, you keep a goal to become a multimillionaire by the next month, and right now your current state is not quite financially sustainable. Your manifestation will be clouded with insecurities. Instead, keep a financial goal that you would want to achieve within a certain time, which is reasonably possible, however, is a bit higher than your current growth state. You need to get a little uncomfortable with your goal. Please understand, staying in your comfort zone will not give you a growing opportunity. The second step of visualization would be to visualize your ideal self. You must have noticed that after every tough time in your life, you become a different person, and your perspective towards the world slightly changes. If you are currently broke and you want to manifest making $1,000 a month within the next 6 months, visualize yourself as, how would you as a person be when you are making $1,000 a month? You will certainly not get the desired answer as soon as you ask yourself that. Instead, everything tries to understand and answer these three questions. What are the key habits that your ideal self would swear by? What superpower your ideal self would possess? How groomed and what style your ideal style would carry out? The final part to master this technique would be embodiment. Right now, when you do any task or exert any action, always ask yourself, how would your ideal self deal with it? Now, simply asking that to yourself will not work if you have not followed the previous two steps. Imagine you are in your future and you have already achieved your desired manifestations. You have a chance to help your past state, which is the current state. Visualize your ideal self helping you in making the decision. It is funny, but during your initial days, you would actually be faking it. You are to pretend to be your future ideal self, which you are currently not. It may seem unjust for your soul, but believe me, what you pretend is what you become. That pretension becomes a habit and then your character. If your character develops to sync with your ideal self, then why would you stop pretending? The process is never a one-day process, but a gradual one. People will pull you down. Their words might crush your soul, but be on this path. Your decisions today will shape your future. You are alone in this journey. Your well-wishers can only wish good for you and support you. But it is you who has the right to make any change in your life. You are holding your life's wheel. Turn it right and you will live your dream life.